Good day, daughter. I am 29906 I am the Group 9 member from BEERK 3043 Research Method. Today, I would like to present our research. Our research title is Factor Influencing Student for Online Learning in University Utara, Malaysia. Okay, so this is our 1.0 introduction. Uh, the first part of our introduction is background of study. The background of study in UM is online learning is shaped by the complex interaction of structural, behavior, and economic factor rather than technology available alone. And the second one is student is will benefit from the cost sharing accessible from and the flexible of the time or the schedule their lecturer so they can enjoy the advantage of the online learning. And the third one is the infrastructure quantity and the institutional preparedness and uh, also affect the student preference of online learning since inadequate of for fulfilling the student preference and the certification we're diminishing the student preference for choosing online learning. And the fourth one is the psychology factor also affect the student preference on online learning. And the last one, the Malaysia also centered the digital capacity and internet relatable through the policy initiatives such as DEPEN 2.0. Our problem or statement is the adoption of online learning is not mainly the technology or infrastructure change, also uh, affected by other factors, and the student preference are still divided, reflecting heterogeneous perception value, interaction quality, and psychology costs, nationality and cognitive bias, social norm, and the emotional of student or online learning also about the student choice. Our research question is: does different the gender influence the network externality factor, price factor, and utility factor for online learning in UM? This is for the test one, and the second one is do the different in the primary resource or income on the network externality, price factor, and utility factor among the UM sector, UM student preference on online learning. This is for ANOVA test. And the last one is do the internet externality factor and the price factor uh, and the utility factor has a significant relationship with the UM student preference for online learning. My significance of the study is provide the meaningful insight for the UM management and the government uh, to analysis how to enhance the teaching method and infrastructure to eliminate or improve student learning experience is it provide a statistical result to support national e-learning policy Depan. My scope study and organization is the study is only conduct under the graduate student at UUM just for degree student. It helps us and the UM management to identify and analyze a key factor influencing student preference for online learning. Chapter 1 present background of study, problem statement, and TC. Chapter 2 for literature, and chapter 3 is more focused on research methodology. In my part is the 2.0 literature review. The subpart of the literature review is theoretical review, and our the first in the theoretical review is utility factor. Is that how the student maximize the utility by choosing the combination good or the service with the budget concept? It show how the student to minimize the opportunity cost in choosing online learning. And the second one, the theory law of the demand show that how the relationship is inverse between the price and good or services. It also expand the elastic demand, influencing student preference for the online learning. The third one in the theoretical review is the network externality factor. This idea mentioned a situation that the person will be infer or affect their decision when a lot of people choosing it or bought it. But moreover, peace, support, and social influence are the positive network externality affecting student preference on online learning. The, the first or empirical study is utility maximization theory. The past study demonstrated the digitaliness and easy to use and motivation and the quality of the teaching learning are significant shift our overall stratification and the meaningful and the satisfying online learning also can affect student preference for online learning. The second one is the demand theory. The empirical theory show that we are explicit and the implicit costs such as transport costs and the wage and etc. The theoretical expectation is are valid. Both and income and substitution effect are more influencing the lower income student with a higher price sensitivity. Our third one is the network and externality theory. Network externality theory followed by the empirical study. The network effect are the vital determinant student preference for online learning in Malaysia. Uh, Unfortunately, the poor network condition share the negative network externality. The research framework and the design is more focused on how the independent variable to affect the dependent variable. And our study is use quantitative study, which is mean 1 to 5. The 1 is strongly disagree and the 5 is strongly agree. And the second one is our collect data from the questionnaire, and the third one is unit analysis, and the study is just involve the undergraduate student in UUM. Our questionnaire design is consists of 45 questions and is separated in the 5 sessions. The session is for demography part and the B session is for network externality and the session C is for the uh, price factor and the D is for utility factor and the E is the demand for the online study. Our data collection is doing by sharing the Google Form link via the WhatsApp, Telegram, and IG story, etc. And the data is collected half of the month and for the independent t-test and the ANOVA test is if the t-value is smaller than critical value is assessed H dot or vice versa. For our data analysis and the finding, uh, the network nationality factor is insignificant for the t-test, which is the uh, no difference between gender on the network externality pi factor and preference factor in influencing student preference in choosing online. And the ANOVA one, that is second one, the price factor is insignificant. We is no any dif- different for the primary income, which is PTPTN and the GPA, is no influencing the student choosing the uh, changing the preference in the online learning despite network externality, utility factor, and the price factor. And the last one, but no least, is regression analysis. The regression analysis show that the independent variable have a strong relationship with the dependent variable, but the network externality and the price factor is insignificant. And the the rule before I end for the 4.0 is if the significant is a p-value smaller than 0.05, this is mean significant, or vice versa. And our f-test is very significant. The implication of the study is UM should more enhance the quantity and relatable integration of online platform. Moreover, the online learning is more on the value-based learning compared with the price-sensitive service. And network activity suggested the benefit may be increased with the institutional worldwide adoption, integration, user unified learning platform, and the university management need to plan the digital learning strategy to create the long-term academic value instead of minimizing costs in the short term. The number of limitation contribute to the study made the study is less applicable since the data is biased, and the limited time and the amount of the sample limited the sources of the finding. And the comparative analysis and the longitudinal study can be conducted for the future to get more the general information about the student preference in the online learning. For the conclusion for this study is utility factor are the important factor in influencing student preference for the online learning in University Utara Malaysia. Online learning can be eliminated or enhanced via the value and effectiveness and interconnectedness to encourage students choosing online learning.